It's crazy, like looking back at a year ago today or around this time, like I was just beginning my senior year of college. And obviously, people knew who we were and people attended our games, but it's obviously not on the magnitude that it is now.
Yeah.
So like life just changes fast, but that's what makes it fun and cool. And, quickly started a new chapter of my life too, like moving here to Indianapolis, and feel lucky I'm still in the Midwest. I know you guys like the Midwest. So
I've been in the Midwest my entire life. Jason's officially an East Coaster now.
Yeah, but Philly, of all the East Coast cities, kind of has like some Midwest feel to it.
It's the most west.
I don't think Philly
East.
wants to hear that. They'll probably hate that I said that, but whatever.
Yeah, they're not going to like that comment. They want to be far from the Midwest.
No doubt.
Exactly.
I mean, it was just a crazy year because you go all the way up to the national championship game and then you're playing right away.
Yeah.
One of my coaches early on in my career said, your rookie year is always so hard because you're in a new city, you're in a new place, you're with a new team, new coaches. There's so much that's not part of the routine that you're so used to. And you had that as like magnified. I mean, are you looking forward this year to like kind of having some like, I don't know, more of a routine?
Familiarity.
Yeah. You had the familiarity. Yeah.
I mean, it's just so unlike any other professional sport, really, from the standpoint of, so I played in the national championship and I basically went to the draft right after, got picked, and then you basically pack up and move. Like, you're moving in April, you don't even finish senior year of college. And I guess for you guys, like, what was it? You go to the combine. How long do you have to prepare for the combine? A few months, and then you get drafted, and you still got a little time to get acclimated to the new city.
For sure.
You have camp, whatever. Like, it's not like that. Like, camp for us is like a week and a half.
Right.
And then you're
let's go
on
play.
The court. Yeah. But I think it was good a little bit too. Like, you don't have time to overthink things. Like, it's just like, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
like, you're just on to the next. But at the same time, like, you don't, like, I feel like I never really ended the chapter of college. Like, it was just like, you up and left. But maybe that's good. You don't have a lot of time to think about it. So I think that's definitely the weirdest part of, women's professional basketball, and obviously college basketball too, is just that change. But that's kind of how it has to be too. So it's just different. But I feel lucky too, because we had the Olympic break. So I got a month off in the middle of the season because we had to pause the WNBA season because, the 12 girls go and play in the Olympics and everybody else, you're not doing much. So got a month off, which I really needed, obviously, because I'd been playing basketball for just a year straight. But obviously so much different from the NFL or the NBA or whatever it is.
I remember my coming into the NFL, one of the biggest challenges for me was finding my professionalism in a sense. I was such a leader on my team at Cincinnati. At least I felt like I was the main one of the voice of the team. And when I got to Kansas City, there was guys that had just been perennial Pro Bowlers and guys that had already had that culture set. And then on top of that, Coach Reed, and I struggled trying to find my lane and really feeling like I could give a piece to the team or find a role on the team. Was there anything like that happened to you early on, knowing that it all happened so fast?
For sure. And you come in as a rookie and like you said, you're trying to figure out a new environment, new teammates. You don't want to say too much. You don't want to say too little. And it's just so hard. But in my scenario, and obviously you guys too, you're already highly thought of. People are turning to you to be something or be someone. So it's hard. You're trying to get your feet wet, but also not do too much. And I think that's kind of what I struggled in early on is I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how they're going to react.
For not knowing, you nailed it.
But also, I had a lot of really good vets around me too. So I feel very grateful for that. And we had a fairly young team too. So people had been through it fairly recently, so they knew how I felt. But I feel like that definitely is a huge challenge. And that goes for whatever professional sport. You're trying to learn, but also people are looking at you you got to perform and be what they drafted you to be. And that can be tough.
Yeah. I remember, Jason, you got tossed into the fire early your rookie year. And especially because you guys didn't even have off-season workouts. Yeah.
So we missed the whole off-season workout. And if you weren't a first or second day pick, you didn't get the playbook. So I got the playbook 2 days before training camp. So we just started right from there. But that was one thing. You mentioned the vets. And I think, for me at least, there was a lot. Some vets were incredible. Some of the vets, obviously, you're competing for jobs. So there's a little bit there. But you lean so much as a young player on your vets. And you lean so much from even just in Philly, there's so many great players that played for the Eagles that like Harold Carmichael, who was a legendary Philadelphia Eagle, was like always around and willing to lend advice or anything. Did you have many former players or current players like reach out to you that really helped you in transitioning into the WNBA?
Yeah, there was, quite a few. Somebody that comes to the top of my head is Tamika Catchings, who was an MVP in the WNBA.
Yep.
Yeah.
She won their championship here. I want to say 2012 when the Fever won their championship. She was like what made the Indiana Fever really good. Like that was our prime. That was when we were really good. And then after Tamika retired, the Fever kind of went down a little bit, as every team does once your, franchise player retires and moves away from basketball. And she's still really big here in the Indianapolis community. And she was one of the first people to text me after I got picked and still checks in on me. So it's cool.
Awesome.
It's like somebody that's not in your building every single day, but means so much to your community and to the organization. And to have that, like, she's like a legend. Her number's up in the rafters. Like that's somebody I idolized and looked up to. And for her to just take, 2 seconds to check in on me and see how I'm doing. And that's obviously really special. So I would certainly say her. And we still have that relationship and it's still growing, and she still comes around now and then, and her championship trophy that she won like sits in our locker room. It's like right next to my locker. I'm like, great. The coaches probably placed
motivation.
that down.
Yeah, right. Hey, no pressure.
Yeah. So I have to look at it every day.
These are the shoes.
It's got like its own like glass case. I'm like, great.
Oh yeah, better. Hell yeah, better. Just a little motivation. Just this is what we're working for.
No doubt.
Absolutely. So, but yeah.
We were not drafted in the first round. What was it like being a first round pick?
Oh, well,
Or
I felt
the first
like,
pick,
so
I should
it's
say.
crazy. Like because of COVID, I could have actually gone back to school for a 5th year.
What were you considering that?
Well, early on, yes.
It looked like you were having a good old time over there in Iowa.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It looked like you were having a good
it's
time.
college. Like you're there with your friends and like the game's just easier. Like it's just how it is. And you don't want that chapter of your life to end. Like it's fun.
I hear
you do fun things. You guys know how it is. And it's easy going and whatever.
Well, I imagine that decision's probably made even harder now that there is on NIL. And like when Travis and I played, like there was no ability to make any money.
For
now
sure.
it's
It was
obviously way different.
I gotta,
But
100%.
capitalize on this check.
But yeah, so I was like kind of considering that, but then I got to the point where I was like, yeah, I'm totally leaving. Like I know this is going to be the end for me. Just like I felt very content in that. And then obviously like I had a very good feel that I was probably going to be the first pick, but like you're still sitting there and like everybody gets nervous and jittery, no matter where you're projected or what you're going to be. Like this is a moment you've always dreamed of as a kid.
Oh, Jason was a train wreck. Are you kidding me? He was, guy was pacing back and forth in the room.
Yeah. Like how did you guys feel going into the draft?
I knew, I guess Travis, do you want to, I guess I'll go first. We'll go chronological. I'll go first, then you go. All right. So first day, I wasn't doing anything because I knew I wasn't going to get drafted in the first round. I was just like, man, this is cool watching the draft. Second day for I think the later on guys, you have your agent is like taking any inkling of like positivity he can. So he's like, there's a chance you'll go in the 3rd round, even though there's no chance you're going to go in the 3rd round. So I'm like watching that. I'm like, all right. But the 3rd day, Trav, Mom and Dad, Uncle Don, we all went bowling because I didn't want to sit there and watch it go by and watch a bunch of people get picked that like, it's like just pissed me off even more. So it's like, all right, I'll just go bowling, ignore it. And somebody will call me at some point. We finished bowling and I still hadn't got a call. So it was super awkward. It was like, all right, let's just go back to the house.
We paid for the 2 hours.
Yeah, well, we did the 2 hours.
Do we keep fucking rolling these
things? The 3rd day was still
drafted?
going. Yeah. So it was like the 6th round. We went back to my house and then, finally got a call from a 610 number, I believe it was. Or was it 216, 215? I think it was, it might have been 215. Either way, Philadelphia area code popped up. And so it all kind of went down there. Dad came rushing in crying. There's nothing better than, and then you can hear when it finally, because I was in a separate room and they were all in the living room kind of watching on TV. Mm-hmm. And I was still on the phone, and then I knew when they all knew because they all started cheering in the living room. Mm-hmm. So that was exciting, but it was nerve-wracking until the moment you get picked, and then it's like you forget about all the other crap. You're just like, yeah, I'm in the NFL now.
Yeah. My situation was a little different because I did have the year that I missed playing, but that ended up being the year that I switched into the tight end room. So it was a perfect match for me. That's when I really thought that, oh, wow, I actually love this game. Like before I was just back there playing the old backyard sport. Now I like have like, I don't know. I felt like I could give more to the game, give more to the team. I was in Pittsburgh because that's where my agent was, had all the friends and family out. I knew first round wasn't there, but I always thought in the back of my mind, I could, like all the tight ends that were going to get drafted, I could play with those guys. You know, I might not have shown on film that I'm better than them, but I know that I've shown that I could play in the NFL just as much as they can. Yeah, I ended up just getting kind of like Jason said, getting told that maybe second round here, if this guy doesn't get picked, they're thinking about you. And finally got a call from a Missouri number thinking I was going to St. Louis because I had no idea that Kansas City was even in Missouri. And from there, it was Coach Reed on the phone telling me, you better not mess this up.
You didn't?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I almost did a few times.
How many rounds are there in the NFL draft? What, like?
So there's 7 now.
7?
Yeah. It's been 7 for a long time. There used to be like something crazy.
Yeah. It used to be.
It's like the MLB where they had like 1,000 rounds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Insane.
yeah, now it's 7 and then undrafted. And really, once it gets to like this later rounds, sometimes it's better to even be undrafted.
Yeah. So you can just try to pick a good situation to go to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get autonomy in that. But
right.
Yeah, what was harder? High school, college, or going from college to the pros?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, my high school to college transition was so weird because it was COVID. So like, I didn't even know when I was going to go to college. It's like, I didn't even like technically graduate high school. Like I did obviously, but like I didn't ever walk really. We had like an outdoor thing, but other than that, like it was so weird. And then like 2 weeks before they're like, we're in the summer and Iowa was like, yeah, like we want you to come to campus. And literally the only people there were like us and the football team in men's basketball.
Wow.
It was so weird. Like in the dorms, it was literally just athletes in the dorms, no RAs. It was like a huge like mansion with just college kids running wild.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds
so
much fun.
It was
Sign me up.
It was a bit concerning, but it was also it was a lot of fun. I don't know if they knew that. I still don't think they know that was the situation. At least that was the situation where on a few floors that I was near, but it was a good time, honestly. And
nice.
It was just so weird. Like I didn't have that normal college experience. Like I think my first semester, like I was taking everything online, just trying not to get COVID because we were testing every day and just trying to play. And
gosh, thank God we're out of that.
I know. Nice. So just kind of crazy. And then obviously going from college to the pros, I think it's just like the time span. That's just what's so weird about it. It's just so short and condensed. Like you don't have much time, but at that point, it is what it is. Everybody has to deal with the same thing. So that's what I told myself is like, there's no point in complaining. Everybody's dealing with it. It's not any different.
It's a good mindset to have.
Yeah.
What's your welcome to the WNBA moment, if you could have one?
Ooh.
Welcome to the W.
I tell people this. It was early on. I want to say it was like our 10th game of the year. We're playing in New York versus Liberty, who ended up winning the championship this year.
Yep.
And somebody set a screen on me and like I hit my ear like just perfect on the girl where like my eardrum popped and like ruptured. Ooh. And I knew it right away because I've done it before and I was just like, it hurts so bad. I don't know if you guys have ever done that. But
I've done it. How did you do it before? Can I guess? I was
guess. It was very Midwestern.
You did it in water. In water. Something with water.
I got launched off a tube.
Why did you just get so excited? What are you, some brainiac?
That's how I did mine. I went off the diving board and tried to do as many flips as I could and smack my side of my head in the Heights High School swimming pool.
Yeah. Jason was a male swim cadet, so he had to be
This wasn't during swim cadet. Don't put me on blast like that, Travis.
That's funny. But yeah, I got launched off a tube in the middle of a lake. I was like underwater. I'm like, am I okay?
That's some Midwest stuff right there.
But yeah, so that was my welcome to the W moment.
Wait, so when you pop your drum, what happens to that?
There's like not really much you can do. It takes like months to heal. So like after the season, the doctor had to like go back in and look and see if it closed. And if it doesn't close, you have to have like a minor procedure. But lucky enough, it closed, so it's fine. But
thank gosh.
Yeah, you have to like be careful about like getting water in there. You can't go in lakes and pools. Like it's weird. Sometimes it'll bleed when it pops, but mine didn't, thankfully. So yeah, it's just really annoying. Like your hearing is like really off. And Jason, you're probably noticed, like your hearing's just kind of off for like a few weeks.
Yeah, it's like muffled and just like feels weird for sure. What because you brought this up, because you're from the Midwest. I love the fact that you hurt your ear tubing. Are you a lakes or are you an ocean person?
We're big.
Where are you at?
We're pro get
Kylie's
outside.
Big time ocean, and I
love both. It's hard because like my family would always vacation down to Florida. Like that's for spring break. Like that's what we would do. I'd go with my cousins. So like we loved the beach. My parents are beach people, but like you just grow up around lakes in the Midwest. Like that's what you do.
What beach down there in Florida?
St. Pete's. That was our spot.
Nice. We were Marco Island.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was our spot, but I love lakes and they're just easier. And I'm not as scared going in the water. Like I'm not going tubing in the ocean.
For sure. I don't know what's down there.
I'm not messing with that salt water.
Exactly. In a lake, you feel a little more confident. But yeah.
There's a snake gonna get me?
How about you guys?
Doubt it. I'm a lake guy for sure.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, I like both. We have a shore town in Jersey. They call it the Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore. Not the North Jersey Shore. Don't show. We're South Jersey. We're civilized down there in South Jersey.
All the shores over there in Jersey are the same. Every last one of them.
He's trying to hype one up over the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do love the shore. I love the ocean. And we grew up going to Florida, but there's just something about lakes. And in particular, I like 4-season lakes. I like when the lake freezes over. We played hockey growing up. I like going on snowmobiles. I like the summers. I like hiking. Like I think there's so much.
Big hiker.
All right. I have been hiking and I enjoy it.
That's his new hobby. He had to pick it up.
I didn't know you were a hike. Well, you did. You've hiked Mount Kilimanjaro.
That's right. I'm lighter now.
He's a retired athlete. He just picks up hobbies.
God. All right. We don't need to put me on blast. All right. Here we go.
Thanks again to our presenting sponsor, Audible.
This new year, let Audible expand your life by listening. That's right. Explore over 1 million audiobooks and exclusive Audible originals that inspire and motivate you, all in one easy app.
Look, maybe you want to kick a bad habit or start a good one. Listening to Audible can help you reach the goals you set for yourself. All you have to do is open the app and whatever your focus or interest is, you find the titles for it. It's that simple.
Like Atomic Habits by James Clear, great book. Outlive, The Science and Art of Longevity by Peter Thiel, also a good book.
Get advice and insight from leading professionals and experts on health, relationships, career, finance, investing, and much, much more. There's so much opportunity to learn and more to imagine when you listen.
Start listening today when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/New Heights. If you have watched this show the last few weeks, you know Accelerator has been hooking it up.
Oh, yeah. And once again, they're hooking it up on Amazon. This may be the best one we've seen yet. Everyone go to Amazon.com and use the code $10 off. That's the number 10 and then the words bucks off to get 10% off one case of Accelerator through Wednesday, January 8th.
Everyone knows how we stay energized, and I'm telling you, if you have not tried this, go try it now. It's zero sugar. It's plant-based thermogenics. It's delicious, and it is also proven to increase your metabolism and focus.
Amazon makes it too easy to not try our favorite drink.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Like during the holidays when you get a gift but forget to buy the batteries.
Or when you head out to celebrate New Year's but forget to bring the champagne.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
This content is intended for audiences in the U.S. only. Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You guys played hockey? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Jason played a little longer than I did. Once I got to high school, I switched over to basketball because it was the same season.
Trav hurt the entire Cleveland Heights hockey community because he was the best hockey player
Shut up.
ever in Cleveland Heights youth hockey. He was very dominant. And then when he chose basketball, it just really deflated.
You got to be a pretty solid basketball player.
I just couldn't dribble. We were known for basketball, and all the basketball games were absolutely rocking.
Really? Sold out?
Yeah, and I had hoop dreams, so I chose basketball, but Yeah, I definitely loved playing hockey the most. Hockey was so much fun. It was probably because of the guys that I played it with, more so than actually getting out there. But yeah, that's half of the youth teams I was on, anyways. But
yeah, I like to put a helmet on.
You get on the ice and play a little, or what? Were you always a hooper, or what other sports did you play?
I played soccer growing up. It was soccer and basketball. Honestly, hockey isn't really that big in Iowa. Like, it wasn't really a big thing, which is kind of weird. Like, you think it would be, but it was more of nobody really did it.
I feel like wrestling's so big in Iowa. So like all the guys wrestle.
Wrestling is huge. Like all the Iowa football players, like usually are really good high school
Tristan
wrestlers.
Wirfs, freaking Tyler Lindenbaum.
Yep.
Jason
like really
was a wrestler.
Athletic, but big and athletic. Yeah. Great wrestlers, state champion wrestlers, but then would be like freak O linemen or like good tight ends or whatever it was.
Yeah. I love watching me two big old muscle-bound dudes wrestle it out.
Give me the heavyweights. I want to see the heavyweights.
That's funny.
How did you end up at Iowa? You almost ended up at Notre Dame.
I did,
What led to the decision to go to Iowa?
So I basically narrowed it down pretty early on when I was going through my college recruitment that I wanted to be like in the Midwest, just kind of a homebody, family person, just wanted to stay fairly close to home. So that narrowed a lot of stuff down. And I visited like Oregon and Texas and a few other places, and I liked them, but it was just like, I knew it was too far. And then visited Notre Dame a bunch of times. And I was like, I love Notre Dame. And I like, as a kid, like you want to go to Notre Dame. Like it's the same with Notre Dame football. It's like the coolest thing in the world. Like it's Notre Dame. It has that tradition. They've had so many great players go through there in every single sport. But like, I just knew like something, like you could just like, I could feel it in my gut. Like I was like, I'm not supposed to go there.
Yeah.
So I picked Iowa, and Iowa was really good at women's basketball before I went there too. Like made a few Sweet 16s, made the Elite Eight. Our coach had been there for quite a while, but they hadn't been to the Final Four since like 1992. So I wanted to go somewhere that was good, but like maybe hadn't been like a blue blood per se in like quite a few years, and kind of help them get back to that. And then it was obviously my home state too, and 2 hours from where I grew up. So perfect distance where like your parents can't show up, but also like you could go home if you wanted to.
No doubt.
Of course,
no doubt. It's important.
It just kind of all worked out perfect. And obviously I made an okay decision, and it worked out pretty well, but
worked out real well.
Yeah, it did.
Did you take visits to Notre Dame and Iowa?
Yeah, I took quite a few to both. Yeah.
Okay.
What was your guys' dream schools growing up? Or did you even have one? Because I wouldn't even say Notre Dame was like my dream school. It was more so like I just thought it was super cool. Like it just sounds cool.
For sure.
I would say Dad was a big Notre Dame fan. He grew up Catholic, and he went to Catholic school growing up. And I think that like anybody who's like Irish Catholic, like that's like the like ideal,
that's
especially in the football world. And then Ohio State was really good.
Yeah, Ohio State was probably the one school that I was like, as a kid, I was like, that's the school.
No, you like Michigan. You just stop.
I like Michigan.
Right, you were always a Michigan fan.
You can't like Michigan and Ohio State.
Exactly, Caitlin.
The thing is I can, and I did.
He liked the helmets.
You can, but like Michigan and Ohio State fans are not going to be happy about that.
Exactly.
I didn't go to either one of them, so it's all good.
I will say this was when he was younger. By the time he was like, high school, he was on the Ohio State. Like it was just like. Yeah. Anyways,
Ohio State Stadium is legit. When we would go to play Ohio State, I would be like, we would drive past, and I'm like, it would make Iowa Stadium look so small, and it still seats 70,000, but like that place is just gigantic.
Yeah,
I do love Iowa Stadium though. There's something like very awesome there. Obviously, the thing they do at the Children's Hospital is awesome.
Cool. The wave is really cool.
I'm trying to remember the name of it. I watched the game. I took a visit to Iowa.
Kinnick. Yeah.
Kinnick.
Yep.
Great atmosphere.
It's great, and the wave is pretty awesome because the Children's Hospital looks right over on the stadium, so it's cool. It's always been a thing, but the wave has really become a thing probably in the last 8 years, I want to say, because we have a kid captain for every game because the hospital is such a big deal. And it's usually a kid battling some sort of disease or has beaten some sort of disease, not always cancer, but whatever it is. And that's always fun. They get to pick a song that plays after the first quarter, and I get the chills every time. It's sick. It's probably one of the best traditions in all of sports, if not the best, honestly.
Wait, so what's this thing about the wave? The wave just started?
So after the first quarter, everybody turns because the Children's Hospital like looks on top of the football stadium, and so
I remember seeing them wave.
Yeah, the patients.
I thought you were talking about I thought you were talking about the wave. Like, they started doing a wave. They incorporating the wave.
Maybe we can get that started.
Maybe
too.
You're onto something, Jason.
Hey.
Iowa fans are gonna be fired up now. They're gonna be doing it at the same time.
Exactly.
That's so stupid.
But no, it's pretty cool.
We heard you got your first recruiting letter in 7th grade.
Yeah.
Is this true?
Yeah. So at the time, like,
that's insane.
It's insane.
Were you playing with high schoolers at this point?
Yeah, it's honestly sad. Like, where college like recruitment has kind of gone, it's just insane. But also,
I got you.
I feel very fortunate. Like, my parents were just like, they told my older brother, like, go get the mail. Like, we don't want your sister to see that. They like wanted me to be in 7th grade
cool.
and like enjoy middle school and like hang out with your friends. Like, you shouldn't be worrying about where you're going to college.
I love that so much.
Yeah, so I didn't really take any visits until like after my freshman year of college, and then I didn't decide until my senior year. So I was never in a rush, and my parents did a really good job of like make sure, I have a good circle around me. Like, it wasn't always about college recruitment. I wasn't like posting my offers. Like, also that wasn't really a thing when I was growing up. So,
but it is now. I mean, it had to be close to when you were growing up. I mean,
yeah, it was close. Like, people were starting to do it, like post like, oh, I got an offer from here. I got an offer from here.
And especially in basketball.
Now it's all you see on social media. It's like only people talk about. It's crazy. But obviously times have changed too. But
times have changed.
Yeah, 7th grade was wild. And I was playing up like 2 years. So I was playing with high schoolers. But yeah, I didn't really like think anything of it. Like, I was just going out there and hooping and having fun. And it's kind of just what came with it.
How much basketball did you play? Because nowadays, like, these kids play, it's like nonstop. It's like,
I know.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is crazy. And I played AAU and then I played for my high school team. But my mom would be like, she is not playing more than like 3 games or 2 games in one day. Like, that's crazy. Because sometimes they would want me to play like for the 7th grade team and the 8th grade team. So my parents were like really good about that. Like, they didn't want me to lose the love of it. Like, you don't want to get burned out. Like, you still want to be having fun when you're doing it as a pro if you're lucky enough. And maybe as a kid, I was like, Mom, no, like, I can keep going. Like, I can keep playing. But looking back, like, I'm very fortunate for that because I haven't lost that fun of it and that passion for it and always wanting to get better. And sometimes that's why people get burned out, is because they did it too much as a kid and their parents forced it on them or whoever forced it on them too much. And that was never something I really had to deal with. So I feel very fortunate.
Got to have that balance. That's awesome that your parents, made sure of that, or at least were cautious of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the only recruitment letter Travis got in 7th grade was to St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius was trying to get him over to the high school.
to play hockey.
Was that what it was for?
Yeah, that's the only sport anybody wanted me in 7th grade, 7th, 8th grade. It was that and lacrosse.
We need the hockey highlight tape. We're
going to get back out there. We got to get out there with the Watts. That's the goal. We got to get out there with TJ and JJ and all those dudes. Yeah. All right, let me ask you this. We're going to try this segment. We've never done it. It's probably going to be very short-lived. It's called Name a Person. We're going to go around the horn and each name an athlete from Iowa until we can't anymore.
Oh, gosh.
I feel like you're probably not going to struggle. Can you name current players?
No, they just have to be an athlete.
Has to be former players? Can they be current?
No, they can be former. They have to be former.
No current?
No, they can be current.
I'm going to try to do like NFL current players. See if I can do. Okay.
Right. You might beat us in that too. Travis has like actually we both really have the positions. So let's see how it happens. All right. Who's starting?
I'll start. George Kittle.
I knew that was going to be the first person he was going to say.
I'm going to say Sam Laporta just to take Travis's answers away from him before.
Okay. I'm going to go Tyler Linderbaum on the Ravens.
Ooh, nice. Nice. I'm going to go Claire Kittle.
Tristan Wirfs.
That's right.
Solid answer.
The Eagles, actually, rookie, Cooper DeJean from Iowa.
Oh, nice. Nijay, what about a little
for us?
TJ Hawkinson?
Ah, that's right. I always forget about him. He's on the Vikings, right?
Yes. He's finally back healthy, doing his thing.
That's awesome.
I'm going to get a throwback here. I'm going to get a throwback. Robert Gallery.
His wife actually played basketball at Iowa, too.
What?
There we go. Look at that.
That's yeah, they actually came to quite a few of our games the last couple of years. Great people.
Nobody expected the conversation to go in this direction. What started as a normal podcast moment suddenly became emotional in a way fans didn't see coming. When Caitlin Clark began talking about her friendship with Taylor Swift, the entire mood seemed to change. And according to fans watching closely, Travis Kelce looked deeply affected by the conversation. Because sometimes it's not the big headlines or public appearances that hit people emotionally. It's hearing someone else talk about the person you care about in a completely honest way. And that's exactly why people can't stop talking about this moment. Over the past year, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have become one of the most talked about couples in the world. Everywhere they go, cameras follow them. Every appearance becomes a headline. Every small interaction turns into a huge topic online. But behind all the attention, fans are always searching for something deeper. They want real moments. They want to see emotions that feel natural and genuine. And this conversation felt different from the start. When Caitlin Clark started speaking about Taylor, fans expected a few simple comments and maybe a lighthearted story. But instead, people felt like they were hearing something much more personal. The way she talked about Taylor didn't sound like someone discussing a global superstar. It sounded like someone talking about a real friend, someone she respected, someone she admired beyond all the fame and attention. And that's what immediately caught people's attention. Because millions of people know Taylor Swift as one of the biggest names in music. They know the concerts, the awards, and the headlines. But hearing someone speak about who she is as a person behind all of that creates a completely different feeling. As Caitlin continued speaking, fans started noticing Travis's reaction more closely. Sometimes you can tell a lot from small moments. A facial expression, a pause, a look that lasts only a few seconds. And viewers online quickly started saying there seemed to be real emotion in that moment. Maybe because hearing positive things about someone you deeply care about always feels different, especially when it comes from someone who knows them personally. Think about it for a second. Imagine hearing another person describe someone close to you, not for their success, not for fame, but for who they are when nobody is watching, for their kindness, their personality, their support. Those kinds of words hit differently. And fans immediately started connecting with that feeling. Social media quickly filled with reactions. Some people said moments like these are why fans care so much about celebrity relationships in the first place. Not because of drama, not because of headlines, but because people connect with emotions. They connect with real human moments. Others said this was one of those situations where Travis probably wasn't reacting to one sentence. He may have been reacting to everything behind it. The journey, the memories, the pressure that comes with living life in front of millions of people. Because when you're constantly surrounded by cameras and attention, small genuine moments can suddenly feel much bigger. And honestly, that's probably why this conversation felt different. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. Nobody was trying to create a viral moment. Instead, people felt like they were watching a simple conversation become unexpectedly emotional. Fans also started discussing something else. They said that one reason people have connected so strongly with Travis and Taylor's relationship is because many of their moments don't always feel planned. Whether it's reactions during games, small gestures, or conversations people weren't expecting, those moments often feel more natural than polished. And maybe that's exactly why viewers paid so much attention here. Because emotions are difficult to fake. People notice real reactions. People notice sincerity. And if fans truly saw emotion from Travis in that moment, maybe it was because hearing someone speak warmly about Taylor meant more than people realized. By the end of the conversation, viewers weren't really focused on headlines anymore. They weren't talking about football. They weren't talking about music charts or celebrity status. Instead, people were talking about something much simpler. Connection, friendship, respect, and genuine emotion. Because sometimes the moments that stay with people the longest are not the biggest ones. Sometimes it's just hearing someone speak from the heart. And if there's one reason fans continue following stories like these, maybe it's because underneath all the fame and attention, they're still looking for something real. And maybe, for a few moments during that conversation, that's exactly what they felt they saw. Now I want to ask you something. Do small emotional moments say more about relationships than big public gestures ever can? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.